Hey, what's going on, guys? This is DadCanGame. I'm today's guest on Side Project podcast.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? Hey. Welcome to episode 41 of the Side Project podcast. And that's right. Oh, we doing the pistols in the beginning?
No.
Okay, all right. Well, let me rewind that. Are you doing the pistols early?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay, all right. You know, is the AC still on? Because Jesus Christ, is it hot in here?
Oh, I didn't know if you were actually praying or anything like that.
I am. I'm praying that we stop this heat wave over here in California because it's ridiculous. Man, it's so hot, I feel like I can't breathe.
Yeah.
It's just
like
humidity
mask, right?
everywhere. Yeah, right? It's everywhere. Like you guys heard, if you saw the very beginning, which you definitely did of this episode, today, ladies and gentlemen, we have none other than Jordan from DadCanGame on Instagram. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? I'm glad to be here. This is exciting.
Thank you. We're happy to have you. If you guys haven't heard, if you guys don't know DadCanGame, be sure to follow him at DadCanGame on Instagram, spelled normally. He's also got a Twitch, you guys.
That one is dad_can_game.
Yeah, you know when it's underscores, Juice is all about it. With
I'm all about the
Captain
underscores,
_ Juice box.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you guys give him a follow on Instagram. Give him a follow on Twitch. He's a good guy. He's an awesome dude. He's a knowledgeable dude on gaming. He's big in the retro gaming community. You're doing all kinds of things, and I know you're getting into streaming and stuff like that. He's also got a YouTube. All of his links are in his Instagram bio. I know you're pretty big. Are you pretty big on Nintendo stuff?
Oh, fuck yeah. Look at my hat.
Yeah, there we go, man. Right? Us too, man.
Sick of my head, man.
Have you had which? I just want to ask real quick, just so everybody can get to know you a little bit, man. How many Nintendo consoles have you owned in your lifetime? Have you owned all of them or no?
No, so right now I don't own a Nintendo Switch, which is blasphemy, so I've been told. Same with this. I've never owned an NES yet, but it's on the list for things for me to get because there's a few games on there that I did grow up playing from time to time. So it's I'm a little disappointed in myself. But my first video game console of all time was Nintendo 64 with Mario Kart.
Yeah, so there we go. I think that's your favorite, right, Juice?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Juice's favorite, the N64. Nah, don't be ashamed, man. Juice doesn't have a Switch either. He's actually waiting until the long rumored now. We've been waiting forever now. Yeah. But you've been kind of waiting for the quote-unquote Switch Pro. Not that that's going to be the name. We're not certain, but...
If and when it does come out. If it doesnn't come out, I'm going to give it some more time because, like, obviously we got so many other things that are dropping, and like, I'm kind of trying to concentrate on building my PC now. But it'd be dope to get into a Switch. I used to have a Super Nintendo. I had the Nintendo 64, and I believe it was a Genesis as well at the time. Yeah, and somebody
the retro consoles.
Somebody thought it'd be a good idea to just get rid of all my stuff.
Oh, I hate that.
My dad. Man. Tried to take my N64 from my little brothers. They're 9 and 11 years younger than me, and I was into my Xbox 360 hardcore at the time. So I mean, I kind of get where he was coming from, but I was like, nah, it's not happening. Sorry.
Nah, dude. And I honestly, I had a Street Fighter. I had so many different games, dude. I had the Turoks for 64. I had both Turoks. I had Diddy Kong 64. I had obviously the Mario Kart 6. I had everything, dude.
Yeah. You know what? Real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off, but also you guys, for the people that are watching right now, we are going to be, well, actually, when this is out, this comes out the same day, actually. Yeah. We're going to be on the Console Kids podcast. Sorry, Jordan, give us 1 sec. It has to do with something that he just brought up. It makes sense. Juice and I are going to be on the Console Kids podcast. You guys go check that out at the Console Kids podcast on Instagram. I think it's the whole thing, right? Or is it just the Console Kids on Instagram? Should have had that prepared. My bad. But we're going to be on one of their episodes, and we're going to be talking about retro games and games that we want to come back, which is something that we kind of briefly discussed on one of our episodes before. But the reason I'm telling you guys this is because, it's the Console Kids on Instagram. But the reason I'm telling you guys this is, one, obviously to go check it out because we're going to be on it and it's a great episode. What? Siri's over here just talking, huh?
Yeah.
Siri wants to be on the episode too. The reason I bring that up though is because you said Turok.
Yeah.
And I just realized that's not one that we mentioned on the Console Kids podcast,
Yeah,
and we should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
There was that. There was also there was another one. I'm trying to blank that I had on my phone as we were doing the interview that I was trying to show you, but then I just
You had Crazy Taxi on there too.
There you go. Yeah. Crazy Taxi. Dude.
Did you ever play Turok or Crazy Taxi?
Yeah, I actually just recently found Crazy Taxi for GameCube in a thrift shop for $5. Complete box,
damn.
Label too, which is amazing. Yeah. I only want Black Label for GameCube if I can manage it.
Yeah.
And I remember as a kid, it was probably the year the Dreamcast came out. There was some family friends. They rented a Dreamcast, and the only game that they got with it was Crazy Taxi.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I was too young. They never let me get my hands on the controller.
Man.
I have never a Sega controller in my hands before, like a physical Sega controller.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I've never actually played a Sega console in person, like just emulated.
Oh, dude.
Oh, man. That's crazy, man. I actually didn't know that Crazy Taxi was even on GameCube because when did GameCube come out? 2001? I don't know. Am I wrong about that? I have no clue.
That's the man to ask right there.
Do you have any idea? Do you know when GameCube came out? Do you remember or no?
Yeah, it was around 2000, 2001. I think it was...
I believe so.
It might have been 2000, or I could be confusing it with the GBA, but I honestly... I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I believe it was like 2000, 2001. I know that the Dreamcast came out in 99, and obviously Crazy Taxi was a Sega game. I believe it was an exclusive game when it first came out. It was only on Dreamcast. So that kind of, I didn't know that quickly, a year or two after Crazy Taxi, after Dreamcast came out, that Crazy Taxi was already on Nintendo consoles.
You had it.
2001, I was right, yeah.
I think it was after the Dreamcast kind of started becoming discontinued, and Sega knew they were pulling out of the console market, I think. If you look at the bottom of the case, it even says that it was like developed or distributed by Sega or something like that.
Yeah, it was around the time probably when Sega started becoming
and that sucks,
no longer...
honestly, that sucks. I in my opinion, I think that Dreamcast was way ahead of its time.
Oh, yeah, 100% way ahead of its time, dude. I mean, just like we've said it a million times, so I won't waste a bunch of time on it. But like, just even the Sega, the Dreamcast controller, you can clearly see that Xbox took a lot of inspiration from them. And then even with certain ways that Nintendo does some of their controllers now, you can tell that like just Sega, you can tell. Yeah, like you can tell Sega inspired the next generation of controllers going forward after their console released, and then even putting the oh man, I wish Mike was here. I can't remember what it's called unless you remember the Dreamcast, the VMUs. Little things that would go inside the Dreamcast. Yeah, exactly. And then Xbox did that with their original OG Xbox. They had the memory card, I believe it was, or something, or maybe a rumble pack. Same thing as 64 and Dreamcast. Original Xbox did the same thing, where you put it in the front of the controller like that, the top of the controller. So I mean, you're damn right. Dreamcast was ahead of its time, and you could see that
it laid
other
down the
consoles.
Blueprint for a lot.
Oh yeah, 100%. But anyway,
the downfall, it came out too early. That was it.
Yeah, man. And then it's just, you know what else like kind of really ruined it was I believe it was PS2 at that time, right? Or was it still PlayStation 1? PS2 came out, right?
Oh, yeah. PS2 came out in like 2000. Maybe it was PS2 that came out in 2000. I don't know.
It might have overshadowed it.
From what I remember, the Saturn was supposed to compete with PS1 and N64.
You're right. You're right.
The Dreamcast was actually powerful enough to compete with the next gen, but they were releasing games from the previous, the 64-bit era. So it was kind of making it. Everyone's like, "What the hell's going on?" It's kind of like what they did with the Wii U and the Vita. They released it a little too early for the Vita, and they tried to market it with the PS3, but they made everything to be with the PS4. And then the Wii U, when I first saw it on E3 in like 2010 or whatever it was, I thought it was a pad that was supposed to go with the Wii. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, exactly. I know that the Dreamcast, the GameCube, and the PS2, they all came out right around the same time. And within a year or two of each other, and like you just said, I mean the PS2 just overshadowed the Dreamcast. I think the PS2 was a definitive reason a major contribution as to why the Dreamcast failed, in my opinion. I think.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people
just because the
would agree with me,
capabilities of the console alone and what it was able to do compared to like Dreamcast. Not to say that obviously Dreamcast wasn't, but I mean I think they had a lot of strong games. They just didn't have the money for the marketing, the
to
money
keep
for
it going.
to keep
People
up
just
with
weren't interested.
Sony.
Things were moving forward. Things were changing. Speaking of moving forward and changing, today we got DadCanGame here because we want to talk about something special. Majority of this episode is going to be Mario Kart centric. We're going to talk about Mario Kart 9. It's been a long time coming. We haven't had any new Mario Kart game for a long time here. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that's on Switch right now
would be the latest one, right?
Would be the latest one, but it's actually just a port. Because basically the Switch has become a port machine, which has its pros and has its cons. That's neither here or there right now at this current moment. But maybe we will talk a little bit about that because I actually want to get your opinion on it. But the Switch is kind of a port console, and like I said, Mario Kart 8 was on the Wii U, and it was a phenomenal game, one of the highest selling games, and then they ported it to the Switch and made it a deluxe, changed some things, added the double items instead of just one item, because I don't know if you never played, you didn't have a Wii U, which a lot of people didn't. Did you? No.
But you know what?
I think you mentioned it a few minutes ago. You had a Wii U?
I have a Wii U. I have Mario Kart 8 on it,
awesome.
And I don't think I've ever actually tried Mario Kart 8 on the Switch yet.
Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of differences. It's actually 10 times better. So since you have played it on Wii U, you know when you get items, you can only get one item at a time. On the Switch, they enabled you to get two items at a time.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, which is much better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They added a lot more characters, and they polished up the graphics a little bit. The battle mode is 10 times better on the Switch version than it is on the Wii U. And there's just a lot of good things.
We played a lot of that during the shop days though. We had when you would bring over your Wii.
Yeah, we did. Actually, we did.
Yeah,
we did
Mario
play.
Kart.
Yeah, but we played more Smash at that time than we played Mario Kart. Nowadays, we play more Mario Kart than we play Smash. It has turned around for us. But so we want to talk about Mario Kart 9. Things that we want, things that we expect, things that we think Nintendo should do to make it better.
Get our hopes up too high with that.
I know, right? And one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about was, do you think that Mario Kart, opening this up, do you think Mario Kart should have a story mode? Whoever wants to go first.
I'll let him go first.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sure. Honestly. Yeah, honestly, I think it would be cool to see them do something where, they elaborated on some of the characters and, even some of the maps that they've come out with, maybe some of the backstories to where they got the ideas for some of them. There's so many characters that it's easy to do. Like, look at games like Dance Dance Revolution, Mario Mix.
Yeah.
They made a story out of a game like that. So there's no excuse if they can't make a story out of a Mario Kart game.
Yeah, 100%.
Even especially like an adventure mode or something like that, like kind of like they did with Diddy Kong Racing back in the past, something similar to that would be great.
That's one of my bullet points I have here. Yeah.
So, just to have something it would be kind of cool to see something like that come out of them, instead of just the basic always racing, always the Grand Prix, always, 4 to 5 races at a time. It's getting a little stale at this point, it's kind of the same form every time. I'm sure, and I appreciate that they add more characters and more maps and more weapons and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That does always, enhance the game, but I feel like they need to kind of try to take it in another direction and keep that still the Grand Prix game mode, but maybe let's get, I agree, like a story mode would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it would be some sort of I believe in Diddy Kong Racing, was it labeled as a different mode? Wasn't it called like adventure mode or something? I believe so, right?
It's mode.
I think so, yeah. And just like you mentioned, that was exactly one of the bullet points that I had is a good example for this is exactly what we just said, Diddy Kong Racing. Like, and in Diddy Kong Racing, they had lobbies in a sense is what I want to call it. I don't know exactly what you would call it, but you could travel around the quote unquote lobby. You could travel around the area. Yeah, and you could go to different how you would get to different modes in Diddy Kong Racing and different areas was by actually traveling with your character,
jumping over to it.
Yeah, in your cart or airplane or whatever it may be. Because for those that don't know, Diddy Kong Racing was, I believe it was the first one actually because I think Sonic Racing does it now too. But where you could switch from cart to airplane to boat or whatever you want to call it,
However you were traveling.
Yeah, and you could ride around the lobby in the area to do stuff like that. So I think I think Mario Kart 9 should have something like that, something similar,
Something
or
special,
maybe just that.
something to set it apart.
Yeah, something to do something different like that. And I think a story mode would be a perfect place to be able to do that. I mean, kind of, I don't know, they're not that big anymore. I don't know if you've ever played them, Jordan. I know you have played them with me, but the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, like it's kind of like that, where you can like go around and go to different places. You can actually travel as your character, and that's how you get to different parts and then progress in the story. I think Mario Kart 9 could do something like that, and it would be successful, and it would give it something more for you to do, just like he said.
Outside of just racing.
Yeah, because the racing, it does, like, I still have a lot of fun when we play it, you know, or if we have anybody else over when we play it.
That's because we're so competitive, too.
Yeah, and it's also because we're playing together, and it's like, you know, it's fun, and it's bonding, and it's this and it's that. But I'll be honest with you guys, I don't anymore. I used to, obviously, but I don't anymore play Mario Kart by myself that often.
And just say, hey, today I'm going to turn on Mario Kart and
yeah,
I'm fucking play
I don't that often. That's just me.
Yeah.
Maybe other people, and I'm not knocking anybody.
Before bed.
Wait.
Before bed, when I'm laying in bed, like on my DS, or even I'll bring my Wii pad to my bed, and if it reaches just far enough, because our bedroom's just on the other side of this wall, so I'll just bring it in, do a couple races, and put it down and go to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I do. Don't get me wrong, I do, but I'm not like, oh, gotta play Mario Kart anymore, because it's kind of become the same thing over and over and over. There's nothing to keep it extremely fresh. But I mean, obviously, with anything, you take a little bit of time, you go back to it, and it's 10 times more fun again. You know,
I think even having a way to explore, like if they're gonna introduce new maps, which they have to, right?
Yeah,
they have to just
100%.
They shouldn't just drop the same ones. Maybe they could do like a poll and see like a suggestion, like, you know, between people, like what would the crowd want? What kind of map would you guys want? Type of thing. And then just like a way for us to explore those said maps, so that way when we're actually running them, we're able to kind of adapt.
Yeah,
to them and
do
move
different
around.
things. That'd be cool. I think the online for Mario Kart 9 needs a little bit more. Because kind of in line with what you were just saying, Jordan, like you just do the pre's and you do this and you do that. The online is pretty much the same exact thing. There's nothing really differentiating you going online
outside of
to
playing
play
with somebody else. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, you know how, for instance, like I'm just gonna bring this up because we play it recently, but like, for instance, you play Call of Duty. You know, I know it's a totally different game. That's not my point. Believe me. You could play by yourself, right? And you could play like the story mode or whatever. But then when you go online, you have like the multiplayer, and then now you have Warzone, and then within the multiplayer, you have several different modes. Then within the Warzone, you have like 2 to 3 different modes with rotating modes every now and then when they do updates. Like when you go to Mario Kart online, it's just the same thing as if you were playing by yourself or local.
All that it is just you're playing with people around the world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think they could
maybe even having like a free roam mode, like where you could travel within the map or whatever.
Yeah, it's something like that. Just something like again, I'm going to use the word lobby. Like you could have a lobby where you could even just chat with people or hang out with people. And then, hey, you want to get into a race? And then you group up with people and you get into a race and you do something like that. I think that would be really, really cool, which obviously also requires better matchmaking. So overall, they would need better matchmaking and maybe more modes to keep people intrigued. But in order to do that, we also have to have the Switch. I'm assuming that this would be coming out on the Switch. The Switch would need to up their online capabilities to begin with, because the Nintendo Switch capabilities are trash. And I know, Jordan, you don't have a Switch right now, so you can't quite comment on it, maybe other than what you've looked up or seen or talked to from somebody else, you know? But the online, it's horrible. I mean, you can't even talk to anybody on a headset. You have to use their app, and then you have to, like, you know what I mean? Unless you plug in headphones on the app, but it's like, why would I want to do that? Like, and then, I don't know. I get what they're going for, but I don't think it works in this current climate. And Nintendo always does this shit where it's like they want to be so different, and sometimes you're going so far left to be different that it's too different. And it's just not what people want. You're too out of touch. I think
is also hindering their growth, or more people wanting to come to their franchise, their consoles, and playing games like Mario Kart and all that, because they're just so limited, right? Yeah. And then even just like you were saying, and then like, I mean, you too, Dad, like, that came out.
Yeah.
You too, Dad.
You too, Dad. You too, Daddy.
So just like you were saying as well is, God damn it! And I know he's gonna make a promo of that shit. Of me calling you Dad.
This is gonna be a running joke forever.
God damn it, dude. just like you were saying, it's just trash. And I think even just enabling us being able to interact with each other a lot better, us, being able to add certain people and then play with them, and then just entertaining us a lot more, especially if you want us to continue to kind of stay on a dated system, honestly.
Yes. Yeah. Because as far as their online goes, their online is dated as hell. I don't know if anybody has. I currently don't have. I said kind of what I would want from online, but and you kind of mentioned like having like a lobby type thing, and I re-upped on you with that. But can any of you guys think of like what other game modes that maybe they could have online? Like I've been trying to think about it, but I'm not quite sure.
Well, both. See, I see both online and even for offline locally, they could bring back Double Dash.
Yeah.
They could bring back the mode.
That's a good one.
An option even. It doesn't have to be just the game. See, that's probably why people didn't enjoy it on the first time around, is because you didn't have a choice. But I think that they should bring in a game mode where like you have the option to do that, or even because playing by yourself even like that can be kind of fun. Maybe up it a little bit, have it where the computer can shoot weapons for you.
Damn,
if you're playing by yourself. And then if you're playing online, have it maybe like, let's get it like a team racing freaking mode in there or something. Like, dude, I don't know.
I would love that.
Dude, those are perfect, dude. Damn. Can you imagine that? That's exactly what they need. 100%, dude. You nailed it. That's exactly what they need when you go online, or even in local, like you said, but especially for online to make it, because online gaming is big. Everybody wants to play online. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody plays, especially in this current climate where people aren't getting together as much anymore. You know what I mean?
I think the couch co-op days are kind of done.
Exactly. I mean, couch co-op still lives for Nintendo, definitely. Nintendo's like the only one, in my personal opinion, where couch co-op still lives. But you're right, for the majority, it's still a lot. Everything is online. That is so perfect, dude. Like, I wish I had that right now. You go online with Mario Kart, and you can play regular. You could play like the Grand Prix stuff. You could do the battle mode, and then you have an option for Double Dash. You have an option for what was the other one you said again?
Like team racing.
Team racing. Yes. Yes, more team racing stuff. Yeah, dude, that would be awesome, man. And then, man, that's something that Nintendo. Hopefully, you know what? You guys, everybody watching, tag Nintendo, like crazy. Tag their people, tag the developers, tag everyone to see this episode.
I was thinking about it. They have the customizable carts, and each item has its own, its own kind of skills or settings or whatever effect. Yeah. But what about if they made something where you could literally upgrade your cart and like buy upgrades, with the coins you earn in races and stuff, and like let's put those coins to actual use.
Yes,
and
they have more value.
Well, yeah, instead of being like, oh, congratulations, you just gathered 1,000 coins. Here's a new piece.
Pretty much.
I want to buy something with coins, I want to be able to my cart with my own choices and maybe buy, here, I want to increase my acceleration to max and then leave my speed at halfway instead of having to kind of find the balance. But maybe they can have it. I don't know. It might be reaching to try to have both, where you can have, pick your parts and
it makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
Like, maybe that could be more of an online thing, because you could, how they have in GTA, where you upgrade your character. I've never actually, so I could be off, but you can like buy your own cars, you can upgrade your cars or whatever. So it's probably a terrible game to use for an example, but I mean, because but it's more just for like that online community where there's so much customization and involvement, and you can like actually do something, and like it just would make people want to play Mario Kart more.
Yeah, I think you're 100%. You nailed that as well, dude. I think
what would
something
be dope, just like he was saying too, is just even doing like being able to upgrade like my motors, certain things. But what also affects that, I guess, is the type of maps that we're playing, because some maps are more straight line, and then there's ones that are just consistent curves. So that would actually be dope, where you're able to turn down your acceleration, turn up your speed or your traction and all that.
I think something Nintendo lacks as a whole in a lot of their games, not all, there's some, but I think in a lot is customization. Like when you play Mario games, there's not very much customization, minus Odyssey. Odyssey has a lot more customization, but in a lot of games you don't have too much customization in in Nintendo games, other than maybe having some costume changes or color changes. That's really about it.
Yeah,
and in a game like Mario Kart, where you're dealing with a car or a cart or of some sort, or if you're going the Diddy Kong Racing style, then you're dealing with like an airplane or a boat or something, and you can customize all of those things. I think that would be really cool. Which also brings me to like the characters, which this is a big one for me, dude. Ooh. I don't understand this. Okay. Nintendo, I got a rant. This is one of my rants, okay? I don't understand, Nintendo, why the fuck we have slots, character slots with like, what is it, Pink Gold Peach. Why does Pink Gold Peach have her own slot?
That should just be an Echo character.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, that's exactly what I'm getting to. Like, in Smash, you have Echo characters, right? Or even in Mario Kart, here's a perfect example. When you select Yoshi, for instance, I'll use him as an example. When you select Yoshi, you can select which color Yoshi you'd like to be, right? It's not necessarily an Echo character. Echoes are from Smash Bros, if nobody knows what I'm talking about. But it's just a customization, a color variant. Okay, so when you have, and if you guys can think of any more, let me know. When you have Mario, we should take like I said, they do this in Smash. We should take a Smash. We should take it from Smash and have Mario, right? You can choose regular Mario, Fire Mario, Ice Mario, fucking Penguin Mario from New Super Mario Bros. U and stuff like that.
Mario.
What was it?
Dr. Mario.
Yeah, Dr. Mario. Tanuki Mario should not be, as much as I love Tanuki Mario and Metal Mario, I don't think that they should be their own slots. Maybe Metal Mario, because he's supposed to be heavier in weight. You know, technically, if we're going to use that as a stat, then I understand why Metal Mario would be separate. But not Tanuki Mario. But not Tanuki Mario. It should just be a costume. You know what I mean? So, like, Pink Gold Peach should just be a variation of Peach. All the Marios should be a variation of Mario. And then if you have Luigi, you could have different color variants. And then to give credit to Luigi's Mansion, which I know you haven't played. Have you ever played Luigi's Mansion? Any of them?
I had Luigi's Mansion on GameCube for a bit, and then it was the yellow version, or the yellow label, so I sold it off to replace it, and then Luigi's Mansion 3 came out, and it went right up. I haven't really played through the whole thing, but I'm actually going to get Dark Moon soon for my 3DS, because I just got that. So.
Nice, yeah. I heard good things about that one. I didn't play that one. I've only played Luigi's Mansion, the first one, and I loved it. I beat it a long time ago on GameCube. Amazing game. But for something that's in Luigi's Mansion 3, something they could add for Luigi, cater to all the Luigi Mansion fans, is Gooigi. If you know what, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I know you don't because you didn't play it. But Gooigi would be a great color variant and like costume variant for Luigi. I don't understand why they're not doing this. It seems like missed opportunities, being that they do it with Yoshi, they do it with Shy Guy. They even did it with Link, giving you the option to be the regular Links. Green Tunic Link or the Breath of the Wild version Link. So I don't understand why this is not an option across all of them. They even did it, I believe. No, that was in Smash Bros. But they should do it like they did in Smash Bros. For is it Bowser Jr., right? Is it Bowser Jr. and then in Smash Bros. You can choose.
I don't like that they made all the different Koopas their own characters. I was really disappointed, to be honest with you, because I like all of them. I don't even use the half of them, to be honest with you.
Exactly. Same here. You should be able to just choose it from Bowser Jr. and the same thing like you can do in Smash. That's what it should be.
And you know what that does? That also opens up slots for us to either get new characters to come in or get like other characters to come back or something like that.
Exactly. Which brings me to also, why the fuck don't we have Diddy Kong? Okay, why do we have Donkey Kong, and why did they take out Diddy Kong? Diddy Kong has been in Mario Kart before, and they took him out. You took him out so we could have Pink Gold Peach? What the hell? You took our beloved little monkey, or is he an ape?
Fucking Rosalina. Who gives a shit about the baby Rosalina and shit? Honestly,
yes.
It was enough that we were good with baby Mario and baby Luigi because of Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island.
I agree.
But like other than that, and then they had to give him his brother. Like, there's what the fuck? Luigi just was born as curious case of Luigi now. Like,
exactly. And I agree with you though. I don't think we need like baby Peach, baby Daisy, baby Rosalina. You're just taking up slots from other characters that could be in Mario.
One slot.
Yes.
Baby slot. Fucking here. Oh, pick your baby.
Exactly. Another perfect example. Pick your baby.
Let me ask you this though. Do you think that's a laziness on behalf of Nintendo not wanting to create or bring back certain characters, or Or
Maybe.
do you just think it's just like, oh well, we're gonna let them play anyways. We'll satisfy them with whatever. It doesn't matter what we put on there.
They're just trying to appeal to both genders. I think that's what it is.
Probably.
And but it's like, let's just be real here. They're getting lazy and they're kind of not like, come on, bring King Boo back. Correct. I think these characters I name off are already.
He's in the Switch version. They brought him back for the Switch version, King Boo.
Okay, well then that's good. Good for them. But like, what about the friggin' rest of them? Where's Birdo? Where's
fucking Birdo? Birdo never gets any love. What was that? You cut out for a second.
Oh yeah, sorry. Piranha Plant.
Yes.
Fucking. Like Bob-omb, let's get some of those guys in there, you know?
I mean, for God's sakes, they've got Chain Chomp as a character in Mario Tennis. Dude doesn't even have any arms. You know what I mean? But you can't. So, like, the hell is this? You know what I mean? Like, let's start thinking. Let's put in good characters that everybody wants. Which brings me to another thing. I have a question for both of you guys. Okay, it's called Mario Kart, right? This is a big debate. I was watching some other YouTube videos. I was talking with some other people, and I'm curious to get everybody's opinion actually on this. So this is definitely going to be a promo clip. Does it become Nintendo Kart when they start including characters outside of the Mario world, such as they did with the Splatoon characters? They've got the Inklings in there. They decided to throw Link in there, but I think that those were thrown in there for promotion for Splatoon, obviously, and promotion for Breath of the Wild, for the Zelda that had come out recently. But since they're throwing in characters that are outside of the Mario world, that brings to question and brings to light, could there be more characters in Mario Kart 9 that are outside of the outside of the Mario world, but still within Nintendo, such as like characters that are in Smash Bros, like Kirby, Captain Falcon, Star Fox, and then even in Meta Knight, and then even in the arcade versions of Mario Kart, they have Pac-Man and Namco Bandai characters included. But I know that it's not Nintendo Kart. It is Mario Kart. So do you couple things. Do you guys want that? Do you want outside Mario characters, or does it become too convoluted?
I think if we're gonna do like an outside characters type of situation, maybe do not so much because they're gonna just say, oh, deluxe version or platinum version or this version. They could do a special version just dedicated to just different characters from different parts of the franchise to be able to battle, do like a battle mode, kind of like a Marvel versus this or whatever.
Or maybe Mario Kart 9 has a theme surrounding it where, you know, everybody comes in to Mario Kart for a reason.
Like a championship Mario Kart or something like that.
And the way you could make that make sense is by including a story mode and seeing why people outside of the Mario world have come in to race with Mario and things like that. I mean, what are your takes on any of the things that we just said?
Well, see, I think that it would be cool to see them do something along that line. Even maybe, I mean, Mario Kart 9 would be kind of an odd Mario Kart to all of a sudden just name it something extravagant rather than Mario Kart 9 and follow the number. You know, I mean, they didn't follow the number kind of thing the whole way through. Like they actually just counted up every Mario Kart up to 7, 8, 9 or whatever. But you know, maybe like Mario Kart World or like Mario Kart. I mean, they have Tour on mobile, so like you couldn't do that. But it's like.
You could do. A lot of people were saying since they do have Tour on mobile, what they may be gearing up for on Switch is like I just said. You've played it, right? The Mario Kart. I swear I saw you playing it before. The Mario Kart one on mobile.
No.
Well, they have Mario Kart Tour is what it's called. People are saying that they might be gearing up for on the Switch Mario Kart World Tour.
Okay, so they're able to just bring in different characters and stuff like that.
I mean, it's not a rumor or anything, but it's just speculation across like YouTube and gamers. You know what I mean? They're saying that that's possibly something they could be doing, which in
Nintendo
Tour
doesn't give us very much rumors to go off.
Yeah, they don't give it. They keep things pretty tight. But one of the reasons that people are saying that is because, damn, lost my train of thought. Hate when that happens. I'll move on. So one of the things that happens in Mario Kart Tour on mobile is it's not just like Mario Kart. Like Mario levels and maps and races, you're actually going through like cities and stuff. So it's like it's a little bit different. And that's why some people are saying that may happen with Mario Kart World Tour, where it'll be like a mix of on a bigger scale, on a bigger level of like actual Mario levels, but also quote unquote real life cities and stuff.
You know what that kind of gives me too is just like that's also like, for example, if we're gonna include like a Star Fox or whatever, right?
Yeah.
we could travel to Star Fox's kind of like planet, and that gives them room to make like a different map.
Exactly.
Gives
based
them room
off of those characters.
Off of Star Fox,
yes.
and then it just breaks off.
Exactly,
so
dude.
Galaxy.
Mario
Kart Galaxy.
Yeah,
go.
dude. And I think it. I personally don't want like a world tour where they're going around like New York and France and things like that. Like I personally, just my opinion, I don't want that on the Switch. What I want is like what you just said. If we're gonna include different characters outside of Mario and stuff, I want them to be traveling to these characters' places. Like I want them to go to
like
Dreamland
to their
from
home
Kirby,
type of situation.
Like you said, Star Fox and stuff like that. If we're including Pac-Man, there should be a race that is in Pac-Man's like world, you know what I mean?
Like
His thing, and you got to avoid the ghosts or something. You know what I mean? Like how they did different things where when you're playing in the Legend of Zelda map on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in that race, instead of collecting coins, you're collecting rupees. You know, so they could do themed things like that for different characters, places. And one of the maps that I really want to see is what you just said. You mentioned Galaxy. In Galaxy 1, I believe, there's a level in Galaxy where you're racing on, I can't remember what it is. It's like a manta ray or a dolphin of some sort. I can't remember. You're racing on something and you're in the sky in like a body of water and it's literally racing. That literally could be translated to Mario Kart and that could be a Galaxy map.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Things like that. Another one that I really want to see is Delfino Plaza from Super Mario Sunshine. Have you ever played Sunshine, Jordan?
Oh, yeah. Love the game.
Delfino Plaza, it needs to be included in more things.
I think Nintendo could hire us three here as like creative
Consultants.
directors or consultants or something like that, and then we could get paid to make maps that they clearly are not going to think of.
Just give us we'll give them ideas.
Yeah,
and you.
I don't even need to get paid in money. You can pay me in product. Like you can give me exclusive rights to like certain,
give me the
Switch
consoles
Pro
for
before
free.
they come out. You know what I'm saying?
Make it so my Joy-Cons fucking work,
and
I don't have to pay $70 every time they stop working. Jesus.
You know what's funny? What's funny, Jordan, is that they always start or stop working when I'm beating them, right? And then so like when I'm beating them, it's like, oh damn, my Joy-Con's fucked up. And then like if I'm losing, and then he's just like, oh well, I don't know, mine's working just fine. So it's just I don't know. It's real convenient for this guy when he's winning or losing.
I think 100% what we're gonna see in Mario Kart 9 is a lot of Odyssey stuff, being that Odyssey is one of the latest installments for Mario as far as like a big giant game and they put hours and hours into, and it's beautiful. Have you played you don't have a Switch, so you haven't played Odyssey yet. I'm not even trying to diss you. I know it kind of sounded like I was like, oh, I forgot you don't have a Switch. Like no, but Odyssey, when you do get a Switch, man, Odyssey is a 100% game that you got to play through the whole way. It is a phenomenal game. It's absolutely amazing, and once you see it, you'll see so many things that could be implemented into different games from Odyssey. I'm sure we'll see Odyssey-based maps, and I'm curious if we'll ever see a Paper Mario style race. I don't know how that would work character-wise, because if you turned him
flat,
if you turned him, he would be flat. But they could do some type of style within a map of Paper Mario. You just have to be careful how exactly you do it, because then things would be thin. But can you guys think of any other worlds or games or anything, franchises that could become a map or anything like that?
To touch on your Paper Mario idea there, I was seeing some stuff about how I think it was Color Splash. There's actually a scene where Luigi is in a cart. So, and it's I think they were starting to get the Origami King idea when they were working on Color Splash, because you can see some of the concept ideas in the game. I haven't really played the game at all. I've just kind of seen some videos, but
same here.
There's a part where Luigi's in a cart, and I mean that kind of makes me think that they could make it happen.
Yeah, I think they definitely could.
Smash, but that's another thing.
Yeah. I always wonder why like Paper Mario isn't included in more things, but then like as we were talking, it just kind of it depends on the camera angle. He's paper thin, so it's like, I understand why he's not in certain things. I also feel like though, if they were to include a Paper Mario somewhat of a map for racing, people would question like, why isn't there a Paper Mario character that I can be though? And
well, see that brings it back to like what I was saying. We have Donkey Kong, right?
Yeah.
So that was a really big franchise on its own.
Yeah, 100%. Still is.
And yeah, even like in the retro community, I know I have Donkey Kong 64 or whatever.
Yeah.
My brother, has a whole 64 or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's that. But like we should be able to have more of their own backstories, especially if there were such a big franchise separated from Mario.
Yeah.
And I think, like there's a lot of potential right there with Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Even like if you were to do kind of like a story mode kind of thing where he veers off and then meets up with like a Diddy Kong.
Exactly. That's how you could bring Diddy Kong back into Mario Kart, is by Donkey Kong going to get him or running into him or doing something on some sort of quest. And then he goes, I need your help. And then that's also where you could even bring in the double dash feature back in to certain story modes.
So he could link up with him and then just...
Yeah, like the story mode, bringing it back to the story mode could open up so many different things of everything that we talked about. It could open up on why there's different characters coming in outside of Mario. It could open up different game modes, like you just said would be a perfect thing. Handling a bunch of these bullet points in one. You got whatever the story may be, you're racing, you're doing whatever, you have to go somewhere, you run into Diddy Kong as your Donkey Kong, you ask him for help, you come, do this, come help with this, we got to win this race, and then for that specific race, all of a sudden it's double dash. It's it's Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong together racing through that race to do whatever they got to do. You know what I mean? And maybe not every race is going to be a double dash, but for when it requires it and when it makes sense as far as story mode goes. For other modes, you would just have the option to freely do it if you want to. Yeah. But for story modes, I'm telling, man, Nintendo,
and that's the whole thing.
Need to do more, man.
That's the whole thing with like even Super Mario and all that. Like when he teams up with Luigi, right? That could even be a double like that. That could be a double dash one too, because they're partners in trying to rescue Peach all the time.
And what if like the main mission for Mario and Luigi being teamed up together for that double dash is that the main thing they need to do in that race is beat Bowser and Bowser Jr.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, something like that. You know what I mean, and that would be like
a drive Bowser's like the master or something.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That would be like an ode to what's the you might know what's the I can't remember, I can't think of it right now. What's that would be an ode to the handheld games where it's like is it turn-based? Where it's like Mario and Luigi and they got to go against Bowser or something?
I think it's the Superstar Saga,
yeah,
maybe?
The Superstar Saga. There we go. I couldn't think of it. Yeah. That would be like an ode to that. You know what I mean? I think that would be really cool, man.
I'd love to see like even your, Mario and Luigi, sure, but like, remember, did you guys ever play New Super Mario or New Luigi U or anything?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So bring Nesbitt in there. There are people that are actually huge fans of it, and like he could be his own character in
100%
easily, and then like Luigi and him can team up, and Mario and Yoshi, like whatever happened to Mario and Yoshi teaming up? Like,
exactly, they don't team up anymore in very many things. This episode's running on a little long, guys, so we're gonna get into this week's Cosplay of the Week!
And of course, keeping in theme with the whole Now thing.
That's right. Found this via Nintendo_cosplay. And I'm going to throw up on the screen right about now. And this cosplay is from DC Comic Nerd on Instagram. And as you're looking at it right now, it is of Zant. From Legend of Zelda, from Twilight of Princess,
making up his own franchise and shit
from
now.
Twilight Princess, which is my absolute favorite Legend of Zelda game. I have it over there, but it's fine. We don't need to grab it. Real name is Christina, and she's doing Zant from Twilight Princess.
Amazing.
And this is absolutely amazing.
Just even the face alone, dude. That's what gets me.
Yes, the shoulders are amazing.
Chest piece.
You've got the chest piece right there with the I can't remember what that's called, but I feel like it's like a big rupee or something. I can't remember the name right now. But I mean, just look at the way, if you guys have played Twilight Princess, you know that Zant's got like these big elongated arms with these like the dangly things on it, like the tentacles. I don't know what to call them, so I'm gonna call them tentacles unless those are like his nails. I have no clue. And they look amazing. And then if you're looking at the sleeves right there, you can see, the black sleeves with the the details that are in Twilight Princess, the Twilight stuff.
Pay attention to the details right above the forehead and between the
yes,
eyebrow
dude,
ridge.
right in between, dude. Right in between the eyes. That is absolutely perfect. Again, like we always say, it's the little things that count, like such as on the shoulders and everything, how it's all detailed on the soldiers. On the shoulders, it's all detailed, and it's just this is a phenomenal job. Thank you, Nintendo_cosplay, for sharing this, which enabled us to find it. And DC awesome DC Comic Nerd on Instagram. This is crazy. This is really, really good work. Keep up the good work. You guys go follow her. DC Comic Nerd on Instagram. Your Zant cosplay from The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is amazing. So while we round this episode out, ran on a little longer than we had expected. Jordan, you got anything else that you want to say about Mario Kart 9 or anything like that we didn't get to cover?
Honestly, man, I think we covered some pretty good points that can let people stew about and, sleep on and, get some opinions on it as well from the audience.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's definitely what we need. As you guys know, we love interacting with you guys. So we thank you for watching, for liking, for commenting, for sharing, for doing all of those beautiful things that you guys do on the YouTubes. And if you're not, you guys already know it. If you've watched, you already know it. Go down.
Follow for those sexy points.
You got to get those sexy points. If you hit that subscribe button on YouTube, you hit it, you pop it, it goes, like that, and it gives you 100 project points. You can put them in your pocket, you can flip them around, you can give them to your dog. They are edible, but be careful because they also contain a little bit of THC sometimes. You guys, thank you guys for listening on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on Google, on all of those things that you listen on, for rating and reviewing us. It really helps us out, for interacting with us on all of the stuff that you interact on with us on. And
of course, also for our guests, don't forget to follow them on Twitch, dad_can_game. I love the underscores. Thank you, appreciate that. And then obviously on Instagram, DadCanGame. Yes, that's another one. Make sure you follow him. Real cool dude. We loved having you on today, dude.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming, dude.
Like we said, it's in the details, right?
It's in the details, man. It's in the details. The hat, everything that's behind you. Awesome job, dude. Jordan, thank you guys for coming. Do you have anything to say to anybody before you head out?
Honestly, I appreciate you guys having me on. It's been great. Good fun. You guys are awesome. I love watching you. And
thank you for your support as well, man. We like everything that you do. So Juice, let's get out of here, man. Tell them where they can find you.
Captain_Juicebox, a.k.a. the Pistol Man, a.k.a. the sexy non-GMO certified juice.
If you're looking for me, you can find me at IG Hates Chazzy. If you're looking for us,
lady was totally looking at me as I had the pistols on.
Was she really?
She looked over and just saw me doing this, and I was just like, oh, damn. If you're looking, I have to charge you for that kind of content, lady.
If you're looking for us as a whole, you can find us at Side Project Podcast on Instagram. We're going to get out of here. We're going to go get some food. Maybe a vegan shake? I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's kind of far.
Oh, shit, man. Hey, Juice! Hit him with the pistols.